So resilience is the ability to cope, navigate, and thrive in the face of adversity. And resilience is not something you either have or you don't. It's actually an innate human ability that we all have the capacity to develop. Anne Maston, who is a researcher in the area of resilience, has said that the surprise of resilience research has been that it's ordinary magic, in that it's a common human experience. The research tells us that anywhere from 1/2 to 2/3 of children who have had adverse childhood experiences go on to thrive and live well-adjusted, successful lives. So this is something that we all have the innate ability to be, and it's just a matter of nurturing that capacity in kids. So there are many ways in which culture can impact a person's experience of trauma and resilience. There can be experiences of complex trauma, which may include experiences of war or of migration. There can also be experiences of historical trauma that some children struggle to overcome, and those may be passed down intergenerationally. Experiences like forced acculturation, slavery, genocide. And so all of these factors kind of play a role in a person's experiences of trauma in their lifetime and their pathway to resilience. The important thing about culture is that it cuts across all of the factors that promote resilience. Culture influences our values. It dictates kind of what skills, what abilities are valued in a person. And in that way, culture can really have an impact on promoting certain resiliency factors over others. They're intertwined in this way, and it's really important to take a look at how a person's culture may influence the way that they demonstrate resilience. So if we can look at resilience as an adaptation, which is what it really is, then we're looking at it from a strength-based perspective. We're seeing it as a strength that a person has, and an adaptation is a positive thing. There is a quote that I want to share from Psychology Today that I read just the other day, and it really captured, I think, what was important about this process. It says, "The healing process isn't about becoming who you might have been had you not experienced trauma. It's about integrating the wisdom you've gained from that experience into your life." And I feel like that perfectly encapsulates kind of the process of moving through healing toward resilience. So resilience is a process in that it's something that really has no end. There's not a point at which you can declare, "I've done it, I'm resilient, I'm finished." It's something that is an ever-evolving thing, just like the narrative of life is. And we can also think about it in terms of the parallel process of healing. Both are kind of a pathway that we're on. Some of the challenges to defining resilience and thinking about it are that we don't really have a clear definition on what it means to be resilient. What are we talking about? Are we talking about the absence of negative outcomes? Are we talking about the absence of mental health diagnoses? What exactly, how do we know? What are the indicators that say to us, okay, you have achieved resilience? Is there a certificate that I get, and who signs that certificate? And if I stray from that path and experience some negative consequences of childhood trauma, does that mean I'm no longer resilient? I don't believe that's the case. I believe that we're on a path, and that is what resilience is about. It's about walking that path, and sometimes we take steps back and sometimes we take steps forward.